As I drove across the plains of Pirate, Kansas, otherwise known as Arkansas, I drove into a dust cloud that was kicked up from the recently plowed fields by the 40-mile-per-hour crosswinds that I was encountering. I couldn't help but be reminded of the last trip I took to the Ozarks. It was October, and it was dry, very dry. We drove through dust. We got covered in dust. We found dust in places you shouldn't find dust. All the water crossings, well, they weren't water at all. They were just dry rock beds. Little did I know that this time would be the exact opposite. The rivers were full. The water crossings, well, they were back. Mud puddles, they were everywhere. And the rain, well, it made sure there was no dust. So grab a cheap cold one. Welcome to Boondock Taverlock and the return to the Ozarks. Just met up with Benji and John at the trailhead. We don't have a plan. We've got a route, and we got to be somewhere by Friday. It's going to rain on us real bad today, and probably until the next 3 or 4 days is going to be raining on us pretty bad. I guess we're supposed to get 14 inches of rain by Saturday.
Starting to rise a little, looks like.
Turn drive it a little bit. Perfect. Oh man, you're good to go. Perfect, right there, straight. Yeah, just straight. Little passenger, it's a little passenger. Oh, he's crawling. You got about 2 foot on the edge over here. Perfect, right there. Clear. Sweet, bro. Dude, that was gnarly. That's so fun. Alright, let's swing. Where she going? Alright, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the middle of the road again.
Did you say the rain was going to stop after that big wave went through, or is it going to continue on? It was kind of spotty after that, but it looked like between 4:35-ish is when most of it was passed.
Well, this kind of stopped us in our tracks.
That work?
off or slide in. You gotta just get your controller out. Can you put it neutral?
Well, we're still looking for a camp, but we got out of the mess. I fell in a couple mud holes. Truck did pretty good, but you know, she needs new tires for sure. A good time. Time to find camp. Good morning. It is Thursday, I think, and storm rolled through last night, which was kind of nice. Thunder woke me up about 4 and learned how to poop in the woods in the rain. That was pretty fun. But anyway, I got into camp last night around, I don't know, 8, 9 o'clock. Found a spot over there that's it's not too far off the road. I'm actually walking up a trail right now, but it was clear, no trees in case a storm hit us, but here we are, and it's supposed to rain most of the day today. They're calling on and off, so we're gonna get wet. It's gonna get muddy, but again, it's an adventure, so I'm gonna grab some breakfast, some coffee, and we'll go from there. Wind's picking up. We're gonna head over to base camp for the next couple nights. Might stop and grab some food, get some gas, provisions. But first, we gotta air out.
So we each got like 2 margaritas. As soon as we all got done packing up, sun came back out. It never rained. So, but still, yeah, no one wants to just put that crap up in the rain. And even last night when we were setting up, it wasn't even raining. Like after we got one of these like machine pumps in, so like the bullet trains, we got off one and closed.
After lunch in Jasper, Arkansas, at the Jasper Pizza Co., Benji, Randel, and I set out to find base camp. The original spot we had planned on was very close to the rising river, and we didn't want to chance it, and getting flooded out in the middle of the night was not really in our plans. We contacted a friend that gave us some possible campsites, and we spent about an hour looking before we spotted a little turnoff, and Benji drove up there on his own to investigate. Benji fought a tree, and the tree won.
It just came out of nowhere.
All that was hurt was his feelings. At least some of her stickers were saved. So, bag and tape. That's all we can do. Can't even tell. Looks factory.
Becky? Cool. Thanks, man.
No problem. Can't even tell. Looks great. Custom. So we finally found camp for night 2. John had to head home for work and picked up Randel. And so we're going to hopefully hold up here, and hopefully the rain will quit for a little bit tonight, but I have a feeling it's going to keep raining, and it's not supposed to stop until Sunday, and it's Thursday, so we have Friday, Saturday, and then we're out of here Sunday. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. We've had a mishap with the tent that got fixed. Benji and I put his tent back where it needed to be. He now has the trash bag window that you saw earlier. Didn't get footage of him actually damaging it. So we've had one stuck truck twice, mine, and Benji was doing some investigation and blew out his window. We'll see what tomorrow brings. If anything, might be a couple more people showing up tonight. We don't know. We will find out later. But right now it's time for a wobble pop. A couple cheap cold ones. Some cold pizza. And for sure, we got the Howler Fire again. Because we are wet and cold. And this thing's going to dry us up. Discovered a leak in the rain, so that's got to be fixed. And for temporary, the old pot does the trick. Storm began last night. Can't imagine why, or that I'm even surprised that I'm saying that. Did find out that there's some possibility of some F3s that are headed our way. We're gonna have a discussion and decide exactly what we're gonna do. We might be cutting this one a little early. I can handle rain, I can handle lightning and thunder, wind even, but when there's a big threat of tornadoes for the next 24 to 48 hours, that might be where I draw the line. But the decision's been made. I'm not going to ride out a 14-inch torrential downpour with possibility of tornadoes. I'm going to start heading back home and call it a weekend. I had a ton of fun. I can't complain about it all. It was muddy, it was rainy, we had a blast sitting around the fire. I would love to do it again. I want to thank Benji, Newfound Overland, Midwest Adventure Outfitters. Thank you for a wonderful week, and until next time. After we left camp and before I headed home, we decided to do a little bit more sightseeing. I'm glad I was able to make it back to the Ozarks, and Benji was kind enough to tolerate me and organize this trip. Go check out Newfound Overland on YouTube if you haven't already. He's got one video of this trip up and will probably be releasing a second one soon. I also want to thank Benji and John for allowing me to use some of their footage. There's no doubt we'll be back to the beautiful Ozarks. Just might have to find a happy medium between really dry and a 100-year storm event. Anyway, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more adventures as this year is just beginning. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment if it strikes your fancy. Catch you on the next one.